thought the Super Bowl halftime show was brilliant. Now, I know there are a lot of people who, when they look at Super Bowl, they want to see, you know, the song, and they want to be able to, you know, go up and dance and do all this stuff. Show our sponsors, Mo, please. Make sure we put our sponsors up every time they come in. Our sponsors of the show. Yes, every single time. But this was about messaging. And what Kendrick did, I just want to kind of give you my take on it. I'm not saying that this is all of what he was trying to communicate. And then Mo, there is a video in there. Did you put it up? There was a guy, he's breaking down.
But it has music on it.
Oh, it does?
It has, yeah, it has.
I'm a play. I wonder if I play it over here.
We'll do it over here. I don't know.
I'll see. But I thought it was brilliant because, for one, the juxtaposition of what he was saying in his lyrics and Sam Jackson playing Uncle Sam, and Uncle Sam being like this American figure of what keeps America running, like this tight ship. Everything has to be pulled up. Everything has to be in order. And what Kendrick was saying in those lyrics is that and this is not exactly what he was saying, but I'm telling you my interpretation of it. America aspires to be all of those things. America aspires to be just. America aspires to be free of racism. America aspires to be fair. But she is the complete antithesis of all of those things.
How do we know America's a she?
Well,
they said America the beautiful. America could be
she could be a faggy.
She could be. They could be a them. They. America could be completely non-binary.
That's right. That's right. And to see all of those black people on stage, and my thought is, I think a lot of that shit went over white folks' head, like, you know, because your president was there. But my thought is,
what happened when he was there? Can we see?
They booed his punk ass.
Let's go. I knew it. Thank you, Dad. You're a fucking traitor. 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 You're a traitor. Traitor.
He is such a joke. And for him to pretend like he didn't hear them people booing. Oh, you heard the motherfucking people booing.
Did you guys get the stuff that I sent where the farmers were talking about
him?
Yeah.
Is it in the
I think thread? Mo, did you guys get that? Did I send it in and the farmers were
But I want you all to take note, the guy who shook his hand, the player who shook his hand, Chris Jones. That's who shook his hand. It's like he went out of his way. Are we going to show that?
Yes.
Please. Is it over there?
Send it to Mo. I'm sorry to disturb you, Craig.
No, it's okay.
It's okay? Please let your pen pals know that we were getting tea in the moment.
For the next thing.
Yes.
But it's like, he could not wait to go over there and shake his hand. It's like, really? You're like a fucking loser.
Craig, again, I tell you this all the time. That there are a lot of black men who want to have that close proximity to whiteness. Yes, Mo, we will be adding that.
And it's just like, are you serious right now? Like, you really went, like, he was literally standing by, like hanging back. The rest of the team is over, and he's like hanging back so he can go over there to shake that man's hand. It's like, really?
I think that there are a lot of things that these people believe is here's the farmers thing right here.
Okay. See
if it's in the group in here, because we can just actually play
it, right?
Yeah. You know, it's the same. It's no different than what than what y'all don't scratch my eyes out. But it's no different than what the Zeus Network people doing over there. It's no different. There's nothing that's different. You know, we argued about how VH1 and MTV and all that did exploited the blacks or whatever, okay? Then all we see that comes from every show, everything. We talked about this in the live show.
Mhm.
Every show, every piece of anything that comes from Zeus is
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's just, you know.
And I said to the audience in St. Louis, I said, now how many of y'all got memberships over there at the Zeus
And there were
Network?
people raise their hands.
They certainly did.
And it's okay if that's what you want to consume. And here's the thing. I feel that it is okay if that is what the audience is demanding. However, it needs to be balanced.
I think there needs to be balance. Zeus Network has a social responsibility.
I don't give a fuck if people saying that this is boring or that's boring. Put it there.
Right. And I mean, it's just like when we get over here and we say and do a lot of ignorant shit, but we also balance it.
We talk about politics. We make sure that we inform, we try to inform everybody about Project 2025.
Now, y'all didn't give a fuck, but
like we also tried to inform y'all that there was the possibility of this was going to be a dictatorship. We played the videos and all this stuff, and then you get in the comments and you're like, dictatorship. And I'm like, oh, you wouldn't listen to a faggot.
or a trainee.
You wouldn't listen. We tried incessantly.
But you didn't want to vote for a woman, a black woman.
And we said this time after time after time.
And now you motherfuckers want to be protesting and shit. No, you should have been doing that shit before November 5th.
Well, let's play this.
Failing Trump's optimism right now are American farmers, and they are stuck in the middle of all of this.
Frank, who did you vote for president?
Mr. Trump.
Frank?
Trump. Mr. Trump.
If the election were today, Frank, would you vote for Donald Trump?
No way.
Couldn't happen.
No.
You voted for President Trump. So now, in this moment, you say you're in a free fall. What is your message to him?
So I'm off the Trump train. Where I'm going for now is I got to protect my business.
Thailand, a wheat farmer who says he's lost $400,000 since Trump took office.
I think there was a lot of people who voted for him that want to stay loyal to him, but it's going to get to the point where financially, if it's between supporting the president or losing your family farm.
You voted for the president?
Yes, I did.
And do you support these policies, which might be hurting farmers like you?
Right now, we're the ones that are taking the hit.
I think he's sort of backstabbing the main people who got him into office in the Midwest, and he just let us down.
Oh, it was more?
There's more.
Oh.
There is more.
Okay.
Oh no. Who's to blame?
So they had a program out there called the EQIP program to better conserve farmland for agricultural use. We got a contract with them for $240,000, and we have bought different types of material. We've gotten paid out on some of it. But I now have $80,000 worth of material me today and said, hey, I know we have this signed contract. We're not going to pay.
Some folks who aren't feeling Trump's optimism right now are American farmers, and they are stuck in the middle of all of this.
Frank, who did you vote for president?
But you got to, I wish this is why I wanted this in the system.
For that money. And newsflash, it's not the last one. And while, of course, I don't know exactly who you voted for, the fact that you don't actually say who's to blame for this says a lot. And I don't want anyone to lose their livelihood. That's why we've tried to warn you over and over and over again that this is exactly what would happen. Oh, and it might surprise you to know that it's not that they don't have the money to pay you. They just don't want you to have it.
I need your help to save my farm and many other farms. I wanted to give you guys an update on what we figured out with our contract through NRCS. So to give you some backstory, if you haven't watched the previous video, please go out, watch that previous video I've got on there. We are possibly going to lose our farm if NRCS doesn't hold up their contract with us on the EQIP program. So the reason that they're not able to hold up the contract is our EQIP program, which is cost sharing on fences, waters, a well, and some seedings, was funded by the Inflation Reduction Act. Because of the executive orders, there's a pause or a freeze on the funding through the Inflation Reduction Act, and they're not able to pay out on the stuff that we completed or anything going forward. But the issue I have is I've already done a bunch of the work, already paid for the material, already paid for the labor, so I'm out all that cost, and I use my farm operating expenses in order to do those projects, because per contract, I knew that I was going to get cost sharing refunds on the stuff once completed, but now that it's completed, they're saying that they're unable to provide the funds because of the freeze on the Inflation Reduction Act funds. So I reached out to a couple different senators and Congress people. So I reached out to Ann Wagner's office. I have not heard back from them. I reached out to Josh Hawley's office. I have heard back from him, not from him personally, but from his office. And they are looking into it because they said that this should not be happening. Just because I voted for somebody doesn't mean that it's your Trump. I don't idolize him. There's some people that do idolize him. I don't idolize him. I still think there's a lot of things that he's doing wrong. But like I said in previous videos, you get two choices. So we'll start off by saying it's not your Trump. And then it says, if you didn't need it, then why do you need it now? So the way that this handout works is I sign a contract saying that I am going to front the money for this. I'm going to do the work. And then once I complete that, then they give me the cost sharing portion as part of the contract. So I fronted the money on it. I've done the labor, and now they're saying, hey, the money's not there. It's frozen. We can't give it back to you. So now I've got my money tied up in it. And it's something that I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for the cost sharing that the program allowed. So it's not something that I had to have in order to run the farm. It was just a benefit that did help me. It was not something that I had to have. But now that I've got my money in it, I need my money back out of it. Also, everybody says in the comments, Project 2025, didn't you read that? That's his platform. From my understanding, that wasn't his platform. That's not what he's running on. Project 2025, I did not read Project 2025 because from my understanding, that's not what he was running on. That's what I was told, and that's the information that I had. I don't have TV out here. I don't have news channels. I don't watch the news because every time you turn on the news, this news channel's saying, oh, this news channel's lying about this. The other news channel says, oh, this news channel's lying about this. I don't have time to filter through the bullshit.
Oh.
I'm not going to figure out who's lying, who's not. You get on the internet and then everybody says, well, the left's lying, the right's lying. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Everybody's arguing with each other, and it's never the people against the politicians. It's the politicians against the politicians, and it's the people against the people. That's what I don't understand. That we need to unite and be together, but then you're saying, oh, well, if you didn't vote for my party, we're not uniting with you. Well, that's the fucking problem. That's the problem. That we have a whole lot of things that we agree on that we could actually solve problems with if we'd all just settle down and actually have conversations and talk about stuff rather than just hollering, oh, fuck around and find out.
Oh, so you don't have TV, but you know about fuck around and find out, though. You don't have TV out there, but you know about fuck around and find out.
We know why you voted for Trump.
Correct. I only care about black farmers.
You in the Midwest, we know why you voted for Trump.
And he does too.
We know. We know. We screamed and hollered. Everybody screamed and hollered about Project 25, and Fox News told y'all, well, he said he don't know what it is and he don't got nothing to do with it. And y'all took that word for it, and he did from the first line of Project 2025. He walked in the door with the stroke of my pen. It was white Christian nationalists who wrote Project 2025. So if you're not a white Christian nationalist male, none of this was for you. None of this was for you. None of it. None of what he was saying was for you. Latina, Mr. Trump! None of that. Niggas. That nigga that you said ran over there to straight shake his hand. None of this was for you. Poor white trash. None of it was for you either.
And that's most of his base. But anyway, Kendrick Lamar, he did a great job of spelling out exactly what the Black experience is and the contradictions of America on that stage. But again, I think it probably went over most of their head. Damn, I wish I could find, where is that thing where the guy really broke down like the meaning?
It's in the group.
It's in the Instagram group?
Like I said, it had Kendrick Lamar's song on it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that.
Because Drake trying to lean into that.
Oh, he already suing like a white woman.
What? Speaking of what, let's talk about the Crip what.
Let me tell you something. This is the most I've enjoyed Serena in a while. I love when she crip walked across that.
And she looked good.
She looked amazing.
She was her natural skin tone. She was one tone.
It was just that.
I don't know if it was natural, but it was the correct tone.
It
was even.
She used that shea butter soap. It was bitch that you know the African black soap.
She looked good as a motherfucker.
You don't know about African black soap, Mo?
Nope.
Nigga, stop.
She looked really good.
Nigga, stop. You know about that African black soap? Nigga, stop.
They have black soap here too.
You know Mr. Jolliffe makes y'all bathe in that African black soap.
First of all, no, we don't use. I don't use black soap. I don't use black soap. I do not use black soap, man.
I didn't know. I said African black soap.
I don't use African black soap
because there's a difference between black soap and African black soap.
What's the difference?
Well, one is made by white people and it's black soap, and the other is African made. I'm talking about the African black soap, Mo.
They do, but they both do the same.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they do not. No, they do not. This is already he calls it soap. Sorry.
Yeah, I use the African black soap.
I use the African black soap. Thanks from the ancestors for the African black. That's why I'm so milky.
Mm-hmm. That's why the kids think I wear makeup.
But I do wear, but up under mine, bitch, I'm still milky.
Right.